I just wanted to take a little bit of time today and talk to you a little bit more about vitamin B1 therapy, thiamine. Since I did the video, and I'll put a link to the original video that I did, it's called The Trap That We Choose. I have been inundated with questions from people. And I think I mentioned in that video, and I'll mention it here, I'm not an expert on this, and what I'm sharing is not intended to be taken as medical advice or diagnostic or anything like that. I'm just sharing what I'm finding in research, and the more I research this, the more I realize I don't know, and the more I research it, the more fascinated I am with the interconnectedness of thiamine with our physiology. Study under an expert. You can get Dr. Derek Lonsdale and Chandler Marr's book on the topic, and mine is supposed to be here today. Hasn't arrived yet, but it's supposed to arrive today. Or you can go to Elliot Overton's YouTube or Rumble channel and study under him. But thiamine is important in so many bodily functions. It's important for brain function. It's important for cardiovascular function. It's important for gastrointestinal function. And just all these things together just make it such a vital nutrient. And like I said in the other presentation, it almost seems like the devil has done his research and found that one thread that he could pull out to cause every system to malfunction. So what I wanted to talk to you about today is the most common question that I get, and that is, what kind are you using? Well, I will tell you the way that Elliot Overton says is pretty much any of them are going to work. There are ones that are better, that have less fillers, that have vegetarian capsules for those of you like me who are vegetarian or vegan. Elliot Overton has a series of, or a line of nutrients. I think it's, I'll find the name of it, but he has a brand that he calls Thiamax, and it has no fillers, it has no binders and stuff like that. And so we are using Thiamax, and we are also using, it's a, some people say benfotiamine, some people say benfotiamine. We are using megabenfotiamine by Life Extensions. That's the one my husband and I are using. We are also taking a multi-B vitamin right now that's manufactured. It's a methylated B vitamin by Pure Encapsulations. We use vitamin D3K2 by SBR Nutrition. I've had very good success with SBR Nutrition, vitamin D3K2. For our magnesium, because with the gut problems I was having, I was using magnesium glycinate, but we also use a product called Remag. And I am not going to tell you how much you need to take. That's research you'll need to do for yourself and experiment for yourself. I will tell you that for us, we're only taking one capsule of the multi-B vitamin. The magnesium, a girlfriend of mine that is a physician assistant told me one time, she said, for every 100 pounds of body weight, you need 500 milligrams of magnesium. So you figure it out how much you need. Probably the Remag is among the most bioavailable, and it is expensive. It's a liquid that you just put a little bit in water, and I don't like the taste of it. It's kind of bitter. It's a mineral salt, so that stands to reason. But it's very bioavailable, and it's a very good form to use. So if you want to use that or magnesium glycinate, you can use. If you don't have problems with constipation, magnesium glycinate is probably one of the better forms. You can also, if you have brain problems, you can use, people use magnesium threonate for that. So that covers the magnesium. And then Many people use an NAC, N-acetylcysteine, or alpha-lipoic acid, and those kind of work along the same pathway to increase glutathione production in the body. They're kind of precursors to glutathione. But if you want to use glutathione, we like Quicksilver Scientific's ergothione, and that stuff works. It's not cheap, but it works very well if you find yourself in what we call the paradoxical reaction. That's something that really helps a lot. So, the paradoxical reaction, I've had a lot of people tell me, I am not doing this, I feel like crud. Well, how much did you start with? Well, I started with yada yada yada. Well, they're starting too high, and initially when I started talking to people about this, I think that I didn't understand clearly enough about the paradoxical reaction. Even though I kind of went through it myself, the practitioner who recommended thiamine to me because of issues I was having kind of put me on a body slam protocol, quite honestly. I was almost bedbound for 2 days. I had to do a presentation for a local group here in North Dakota where we're at. I hope you can hear me okay. I don't have our microphones. I'm just using the mic on the camera. But anyway, so I've learned, having gone through this paradoxical reaction, what this is. According to Dr. Lonsdale, he believes it's because the body is going from a catabolic state where the body is breaking down to an anabolic state where the body is building up, and things just kind of the body just gets tired during that building up process. According to Elliot Overton, he believes that it's because as we increase thiamine in the body, it increases the need for these other cofactors, magnesium, particularly magnesium, and vitamin D3K2, and these others that I've mentioned. And that makes sense to me, you know, because anytime you increase one thing, especially something that's important in so many energy production cycles in the body, which is the key reason why thiamine is so crucial in the body, is because it's in all of the energy production pathways. It's very important to make sure you have enough of those co-nutrients. So that's why we recommend and all of the people that I am studying under recommend magnesium and all these other supplements that I talked about. Now, most of the people, as I mentioned earlier, that tell me I'm not doing this, I feel horrible. Well, that's because when I asked them, the majority of the people either started out too high or I didn't understand their situation. I'm not there with every person. They ask me, what do I do? I say, well, you can start with one of this, one TTFD and one benfotiamine. That's what I started with, only I did that twice a day. And so if you start with that once a day in the morning, most people should be okay. However, the sicker people are, and the longer they've been sick, I am learning that the more likely they are to become sick with this paradoxical reaction, particularly if they start too high. So those people may actually need to only take 50 milligrams of maybe benfotiamine. Benfotiamine is bioavailable, but it's not quite as bioavailable as TTFD. TTFD is typically the one that makes people feel unwell because it is so bioavailable. So if you're really super sick, maybe start with one benfotiamine. I don't know. You're going to have to experiment with this in your own body, but do know that the sicker you are, the longer you've been sick, the lower you need to start, the slower you need to go. For me, I've been going through stuff since 2018, really. It was kind of before that, really, but 2018 was when I first started with these crazy infectious diseases. I had tetanus, then mold toxicity, then tick disease, and then mold toxicity again. So it was just back to back. So my body became very depleted. Also, if you have chronic infections like I did, if you have chronic inflammation like I did, if you have chronic nutrient depletion like I did because my gut was so messed up, if you have toxicity from glyphosate, which I did, or other chemicals or heavy metals or whatever, you're going to be very depleted. And if you don't deal with those issues, the toxicity, the inflammation, the infections, all those things, then you may actually become high-dose thiamine dependent. And you don't want to do that. You want to correct the deficiency and then maintain with your food by focusing on good, whole foods, plant-based nutrients. Can you overcome thiamine deficiency with just whole foods, plant-based nutrition? You know, I am a die-hard health reformer, whole foods, plant-based. However, I do believe there's a place for supplementation, particularly because of where we are in our history. And I believe what the Bible talks about as the time of trouble such as never was is right, we're staring at it, especially after events that have happened here in September 2025. So I believe that we need to get our bodies as healthy as possible, as quickly as possible, as safely and healthfully as possible. I don't believe that thiamine supplementation from a good, clean source is morally wrong or physiologically wrong. I have colleagues who disagree with me, and I love them. I respect them. I think that they're conscientious, but I just hope that I am afforded that same love and respect. However, even if I'm not, I'm going to move forward until I learn better. And I'm sharing with you as I learn, and if I learn differently, I will certainly come back and share with you. So those are the things that I wanted to share with you right now. I cannot tell you how much to take. I shared with you the excuse me, the brands that I am using, the brands that people that I've had some incredible results from this, and I do have several interviews lined up. I've got one lady that's going to write out testimony of the effect that on her and she and her husband. And so if you're not subscribed to our newsletter, go to closureforjesus.com, subscribe to our newsletter, because probably her testimony is going to come out in written form in our newsletter. But I do have, I think a couple days from now, I have an interview lined up with a lady whose husband had Parkinson's, and they've had him on high-dose thiamine and some other things. And so I guess that pretty much concludes. I can't think of anything else that I wanted to share, except again, I can't tell you how much to take, but I can tell you, again, if you are really sick and you've been sick a long time, start low, even if it's 50 milligrams. And I'll tell you something else too. Maybe open the capsule and put it under your tongue. Somebody just started a weed eater. Hope you can hear me, but I'm almost done. The person that I talked to today said I was amazed at the effect of putting 50 milligrams of TTFD under my tongue in the morning. And don't take this past about noon, okay? Because if you do, it can cause some wakefulness. So I'm not going to fight with the weed eaters and lawnmowers anymore. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments below, and we'll see you next time.